Same. All right. The attorneys are going to approach while they take a look at what the jury question is. Remember, if the jury asks a question that is like an improper question or an objectionable question, they won't ask it, which is why they confer with the lawyers each time there's a jury question, and then present the question or a modified version of the question to the witness. And sometimes if multiple jurors have the same question, they'll kind of compound it and make it easier for the court. So the court's talking to the lawyers for that.
Dr. Gavin, we have a few questions from our jurors.
A few questions from the jurors. Okay.
Were there any wounds to the head that you or Dr. Jordan observed?
Are they just curious?
No, there were not.
And then, were all the bullets found of the same caliber?
I don't know what the caliber of the other bullet was. The one recovered at surgery.
Okay, state any follow-up based on those questions.
Do you even know what the caliber of the bullet was that was covered in autopsy?
No, I don't know this caliber.
Is that something that is not in your realm of determining?
That's correct.
Thank you.
Mr. Sam?
Dr.
Right. Because they get so damaged, it's really, really difficult to tell. But it's an interesting question. To be like, was all of this from one gun? Seems to be what they're thinking.
I'm assuming you're probably going to say I don't know, but are you aware that if any Metropolitan Police officer or expert came forward to take a look at those fragments that we're looking at now, or any other fragments that were recovered from the body?
No, I don't know.
You don't know that?
I don't know whether or not somebody did that.
All right, thank you. No further questions.
Okay, thank you for being with us, Dr. Gavin. You are excused.
Thank you.
And you heard her answer, and I saw a number of questions about this in the chat. You heard her answer, and I'm going to move on from this after we talk about it. But you heard her say that there were numerous bullet fragments or projectile fragments recovered in the autopsy, but one was recovered from the hospital from surgery. The question that I saw a lot in the chat is, why wouldn't they have taken them all out? It might have been that they couldn't get to where they were, or there were other things that were more emergent, that removing those were not the most urgent thing at the time. And so they were, as we've heard, going through quite extensive life-saving measures. So going and getting the rest of that bullet fragment out is not their primary concern. So that's why a medical professional might make that choice, because other things needed to be handled first.
Next witness.
All right, next witness.
Before we call the next witness, I have in my hand stage before exhibit number 59, which is a certified copy of Marion Show Knight's medical records from UNC that night.
Any objection to the admission of those records, Mr. Sam?
No, you're not.
All right, those will be admitted.
So they're just putting in Shug's medical
I
records.
apologize, I don't know his name, but he is the custodian of records for MGM.
He had a graze wound.
Okay.
I wonder if we will hear from a doctor now that those are in, if that's the next witness. But I guess we'll see. He had a graze wound.
Solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this action shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. You may be seated.
All right, next witness.
May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Michael Ingram, Michael Ingram.
This is witness number
Thank you, Mr.
7.
Ingram. Mr. Stockman, whenever you're ready.
Sir, how are you as well?
I work as an investigator for MGM Resorts.
Oh, not a doctor.
What area at MGM Resorts do you
Video?
have a certain job responsibility?
I have responsibility over surveillance and security surveillance and investigations.
Were you requested?
The shit this man must have seen in his line of work and probably still sees in his line of work. Can you imagine dealing with security for all of the MGM resorts? That's probably a lot.
Did you come here to authenticate some video that was collected well back in 1996 from the MGM?
Yes, I was.
And have you had a chance to see any of that surveillance?
Yes, I have.
Did MGM keep a copy as well?
Yes, they have.
Okay, so you reviewed that.
Yes.
Judge, I have my hand staged proposed exhibit number 115, which is that video I offered.
Any objection?
I wonder if they have like a separate
Okay, that'll be a
division
minute.
that deals with like the tables and the floor
Oh, I have
versus like
three different
shenanigans.
camera views. One of them, 3 different files, I'll call it, that we're going to talk about. But back in 1996, can you describe the type of surveillance system?
Okay,
you're looking at?
counsel, can you please stop saying way back in 19, counsel? Feel attacked.
How is it? What medium was it originally recorded on?
At that time, it was recorded on VHS.
Yeah.
And did MGM reuse tapes every so often?
Yes.
And so when you reuse tape, did you lose quality each time you kind of reused it over and over again?
Yes, the quality deteriorated.
So unlike today, that's digital, some of these views that we're going to watch
Are
it's gonna be
rough?
pretty hard to facially identify anybody. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Great.
So I want to start with, actually,
I like that he got out ahead of, hey, some of the quality on this is shit, but there's a reason some of the quality is shit.
I just marked next to the order.
I need to switch it over.
I know.
just remember from the top or the bottom.
Chad is like, wheel out the VHS player and the TV. Yeah, like the substitute teacher wheeling in the TV cart. Just wheeling in the cart. Strapped down to the TV strapped down to the cart with the VHS player. Just wheel it right in.
I'm going to show you the stage proposed exhibit number 144. You recognize what that is?
Yes, that's the MGM grant.
Is that currently the way the MGM Grand looks?
The general layout of the casino or the hotel, yes, it's the names have changed and stuff, but
Okay.
the property is the same.
So we don't know if this is from 1996 or if it's from 2002, 2010, when in the last 30 years, but generally the layout's been the same.
Correct.
Put this up, ladies and gentlemen, the jury.
Your Honor, if I could,
Oh, I moved to bit 144.
before we move to admit, can I just ask a couple more questions of this witness with regard to this particular?
You'd like to order on this issue?
Yes.
You may.
I'm just going to reiterate that I like this judge so much. Do you see how easy peasy that was? Your Honor, can I ask a few more questions? Oh, you'd like to voir dire this witness for some more foundation to admit this exhibit? Sure, go right ahead. Easy peasy. So we're going to hear the defense attorney asking questions. This is not cross-examination. He's taking the witness on voir dire to ask more foundational questions because the witness in his testimony said this is essentially the layout of the MGM, but it hasn't really pinned down that this was the MGM during that time. How do you know these videos are from that date? What's the rest of the foundation there? And the court's going to allow him to do it. So this is not cross, this is voir dire the witness in front of the jury.
Sir, with regard to the photograph that's been marked as proposed state exhibit 144, can you tell me if you can read the locations that are on that particular map?
I can read most of them. There's one that's a little fuzzy to me.
Sure. In terms of your review of the surveillance video from the MGM, fair to say that what we were about to see would indicate where the camera location was, including the name of the area that would correlate with what you have out there on the map?
As a general rule, yes.
Okay, thank you. We'll have no further questions.
Any objection then to the
Okay.
admission of it? It'll be admitted.
That
State
was
you may
quite
proceed.
quick. Minnie said, can they do that in front of the jury? It depends on what they're voir diring about, but when it goes to foundation, they absolutely
Hey,
can.
Letitia. Hey, Trey Hopper.
So yes, they can. And his foundational
hello.
questions were, okay, are these locations correlated to this thing? It was a few cleanup questions. So, before the exhibit got admitted, there's nothing improper about it because it's not laying more foundation isn't voir diring into an area that might not come in front of the jury.
There's actually two areas of this I want to talk to you about before we show the video.
That's pretty
Maybe
brief
more than that.
Voir dire. Oh, and there's a map.
Generally speaking,
Yay, map.
events like the Tyson-Selden fight, where would that have occurred at?
The MGM Grand Garden, which is located at the top.
John.
Okay. We have an elevator view that we're going to see. Where is that located on this?
There's, in the middle of the screen, there's 3 small boxes. Those,
Right here.
yes, those are the elevator core for the MGM Grand.
And then if there's a camera that's going to say food court, that's kind of
Not an autonomous
that's
eatery.
looking down a long hallway. Which hallway are we looking at?
The white box, yeah, you're going to be following that basically to the Grand Garden Arena.
So when you come out of this box, you can either come down here or across the casino, essentially.
Correct.
Ah, thank you,
Now
guy.
I'm going to start with, if we can go back to me.
Trisha said, Emily, the cookie stand is not a part of the food court. Exactly. Autonomous eatery.
I'll pause it here for just a second.
All right.
This says
It's literally labeled food court.
Thank you,
That's
Sean.
fantastic. That's why we were talking about it. The video's literally labeled food court. September 7th, 1996, 2047-11.
food court
Fantastic.
promenade. So for hold up to the jury. Do you know anywhere where we are along this white corridor? Or could it be more on that white corridor?
Specifically, I couldn't tell you exactly where along that corridor you are, but you're along that corridor.
Okay. And I'm going to stop it a little further.
Because somebody in a football jersey is going to be easy to identify,
This
right?
person right here, we're going to see in the videos wearing a Dan Marino Miami Dolphins jersey.
Yeah, the
You
football
probably
jersey
know
makes
that,
it
But for ladies and gentlemen,
real
the jury,
easy.
that's the person that we're trying to follow. Is that accurate? Or do you know?
I do not know.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty clear on that one. Also, wearing a jersey when everyone else is not makes it pretty easy. And we've already heard
Now we have another
who was wearing the jersey. I just
camera
completely
view
forget
of
from
this long
yesterday.
hallway. From this, can you tell generally where in that hallway it is? Or do once again, we're just somewhere on that white hallway?
Somewhere along that white hallway.
And, well, he just flashed.
That,
So let me stop it here. On these VHS tapes,
That looks like the
cameras
elevator
would
bag.
flash between different hallways.
that technology was in effect during that time frame.
Called multiplex back in those days.
Correct.
So sometimes it would jump from camera view,
They would jump
trying
around,
to capture what we're trying to
jump around,
Correct.
jump up, and get down.
We can see the 13 on this jersey right here with the gentleman walking behind him.
In the like Where's Waldo stripes, which is also helpful. The stripes in the jersey are helpful.
Now I'm going to take you to 115B.
Lawyers fight
We're
with
gonna use a different camera.
technology.
Watch it sideways.
No, we don't want to watch it sideways, Council. We don't want to watch it inverted. We don't want to watch it sideways. We don't want to hear whatever the noise is.
Turn my volume off. Full volume. Now this is that elevator.
Hey, look at that video. I mean, look at that carpet, but look at that video. It's in color.
The core that we saw.
Those cameras pan.
You mean the doctor?
Yeah. So as opposed to those other views that were somewhere in here, now we're down in the middle of these four, and there's a tree in the middle of these four.
Correct.
Is that tree still there?
No.
And unlike the other camera, this one is a movable camera that goes back and forth.
This one is like, okay.
Yeah.
So that is a tree in the middle there.
So this one starts at 2043 or so, and I'm going to jump forward to about 2047. This is just people walking through that elevator area, correct? Correct.
He's literally zooming. He's like, zoom.
Close enough. Started at 2046-33.
Wait, I wanted to see what her outfit was. It looked cute. Damn it, this camera is not helping me out. With the black dress and heels and the neck. Damn it! It was so 90s rific. I loved it. And it went whoop, just panned right past it. I know. I wanted to see the outfit. That camera's just on a swivel then. Like it gets focused, the color and the light adjusts, and then it pans away. It's so annoying. Who's typing next to the mic? Are we just... Council said this was close enough, but... Wait, that dress is kind of great too. There are some great fits for fight night, man. I think that was a wedding dress that just walked by. Eventually, we're going to get to where the fight happened. Like, not the Tyson fight, the other fight, where Baby Lane got jumped. And that happens on this video by the tree. I don't know why we're so far back in time from that, but Council did say, oh, well, it's good enough, so here we are. Great. Good. I turned that down real quick. The courtroom's already got the ick. Fantastic. It's going to be a great 3 weeks, everybody. The panning back and forth is just... great. Emily, why are we watching this? Because something's gonna happen.
Stop it just here for a second to orient everybody.
To the tree.
So the camera, is it being operated manually by a cameraman so he can stop it on something?
You can stop it at a location, but that movement that you saw was just the camera in rotation, just scanning the area.
So if it now stops and focuses on someone, there's someone in the control room that is able to stop and go, hey, something's going on.
Yes.
Well, that happened quickly. And I guess there's nobody in the control room stopping it because the camera panned right away. And security went chasing after people. And there's still just a bunch of other people walking around unbothered. Well, that was quick. Yeah, you're focusing in on security, who's still by the tree. Everybody else seems.
Talking about who was the last adult?
And the word was, and the word, and that means speech in your mouth.
It means speech in your mouth. Stop it. Stop. Just stop. White button and all of that stuff. Let's go.
The more you need a breakthrough before you leave out of this room, the louder you get.
People, being loud does not deliver you. Please don't believe that.
The bigger the enemy, the louder you get.
The bigger the enemy is not the louder you get. It's always about the enemies, y'all. And why you always gotta have this fire behind you? I know why, but I want you to tell us why. And don't say the Holy Ghost, because you too unbiblical for that to even be the reason why.
And then he said in Revelation 22:13, he said, I'm the Alpha and I'm the Omega. I'm the beginning and I'm the end. I am the first and I'm also the last. Now, do you want to know why that's so exciting? It's because I was doing a study on the beginning. And the beginning, that means origin. It means the first thing in a series. It means that by which anything begins to be. It means a principality. So you think a principality has all the power, but God said, no, baby. I was the first principality. I was the first principality. I was the first principality.
What?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
How do you get that from that? Revelation 1:8, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending, saith the Lord, which is and which was and which is to come, the Almighty. How does it mean that he's the first principality? Like, where do you see that at? Colossians 1:16, for by him all things created, that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him. So we see he's the creator, right? All right, the next verse says, and he is before all things. So we see that Christ is before these principalities that you speak of, right? Colossians 2:10, and ye are complete in him, which is get high, get drunk.
Do it. Whatever you got wrong in your life, I'm first.
Whatever you got wrong in your life, I'm the first to do it. That is what came out of your mouth. Christ did not do any of that. What are you talking about? He was sinless. Forgive me.
Hey, Ari.
Then he said, but I'm also.
Hey, Ari, how are you? We just over here chit-chatting. How are you? Just over here chit-chatting, going through some other posts, seeing what's going on in for its hot topics. So I'm not doing it. I'm making bracelets and going and see what's going on with hot topics. So if you want to just stick around, if it's anything you want to talk about, just let me know. And we can dive on in.
Going to no reception. That bed received me. Glory to God. Last night I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we were at the Stellar Awards, and there were like 20,000 people there, and all of them came for that. No one was made to come. No one was forced to come. Hallelujah. And I, instead of taking the car service that they had for me, I was 2.5 blocks away, and I wanted to be with the people. Because sometimes you can be so that you forget about how the people really are. Sometimes you got to take off and be with the people. But you're an artist. No, I'm a singer. And I wanted to be with the people. So I walked down the street, and everybody, oh, Donnie McClurkin. And can I take a picture? Can I take a picture? I said, no, we're going to be late to this thing. Because every 2 steps I took, the cars were down the block trying to get into the parking. And they're jumping out of their cars taking pictures. And I'm saying, y'all, I got to get inside. They're about to start. But it let me understand everybody that was coming in wanted to be there. Over 22,000 people, they wanted to be there. Amen. And when the artists got up, everybody was up screaming and hollering because of an artist. And we treat Jesus with less enthusiasm. And he's much greater than any artist could ever be. I told you all on Wednesday, don't respond when you hear things about me or read things about me on the internet. Don't respond. live in that. I live in what God has spoken over my life. You don't live in what people gossip about you. And there are some gossips in the room. You know who you are. But we don't live by that, and we don't try to defend ourselves from the gossips. The best way to put gossip to shame is to live well. Live well. Never let them see you sweat. Live so well that it causes them to change too. Are you hearing me? Live so free that it causes your enemy to shake their head and scratch their head in quandary, wondering how in the world are you making it when I know what I put you through. When I know what I put you through, I know the lie that I told. I know the chaos that I caused. How are you still smiling? How are you still being applauded? How are they still elevating you? How are they still believing you? I put it out there so that it would destroy you. Well, what you forgot was no weapon formed against. I believe that your life will condemn it. People do things to take away your joy. You can take away my happiness, but you can't touch my joy. Oh, I feel like preaching, but my time is up. You can make me hurt, but you can't make me stop. Hallelujah. You can make me cry, but you can't take away my faith. Hallelujah. You can make it rough for me. You can make it tough. But you don't understand that God specializes in things that are impossible. So you don't have to be afraid of anything, y'all. Live on. You ain't got to cry too many nights. Live on. You ain't got to worry about who's for you or against you. Live on. For there's more for you than there are against you. The battle is not yours. Did you hear me? Everybody's standing. I gotta stop here. Let's praise. It's a thunderous. I know. Some of us were taught blessed quietness, holy quietness. I never did understand that song. When the Bible says, make a joyful noise unto the Lord. Mother, I never did understand that song. Because, mainly because I'm born and raised in a noisy church. Praise the Lord. But when you talk about celebrating Jesus, a celebration is never reserved and conservative. I've been to a few games. I've been to a few sporting events. I've been to a few concerts. And the celebration is never just sitting back and it's all according to what kind of music you're talking about, But usually when you're in a jubilant kind of thing, there is a demonstrative expression. No. There's usually a demonstrative expression, and everybody that came to the concert wanted to be at the concert. So they came prepared to demonstrate their appreciation of the artist. Last night I was in Charlotte, North Carolina, and we were at the Stellar Awards, and there were like 20.
Those two offices and titles, prophetic voices in the Black Pentecostal church. So you go all the way back. Okay, you got Prophet Jordan, who's Bishop Jordan now, his family, first family of prophets in Manasseh, all of them. They're like the ones who started it. As far as organizing.
I don't want to talk about that one. I want to talk about, I was going to go here. I'm going to talk about this other one.
Corners a lot alike. Then he gonna get everybody without being on the stages that Juanita Bynum have been on. Although he been on some stages, no, she been on more stages. So without being on the stages that Juanita Bynum has been on, he's just as popular in the Black church. So that's something great about Brian Carn. Yeah. Then who else? Apostle John Eckhart. I'll start it off with this. He's a very, 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 very nice white man. I mean, you know, that's what I always say when I speak to him. But he do strike you as a very nice white man, don't he? He's a very nice white man, very nice white man. But he Black. I can say a whole lot of accolades about him because that's why I keep saying accolades. I mean accolades about him because I remember when I was doing the teachings of Jesus Christ and the Apostles, and that's what I was saying all the time when I was pastor early years, like the 90s. And then his book came out, Leadership or Apostolic, something, one of them books, and that's when I started using the word apostolic prophetic. So he's like a big deal in the church. So there's so many accolades I can bestow upon him. All right, if I got everybody out of the way. Oh, I gotta talk about Maddie. Matthew Maddie Stevenson. Oh, when it comes to church in the last 10 years, Matthew has built churches and made it a culture and a movement. I'm gonna say the word cult, but I'm saying it in the positive light. One of the best cult leaders of our time, and when it comes to getting young people to go to church. All right, all that out of the way. Now let me just give you a commentary. So, Apostle John Eckhart was in a room on this particular app. I'm not gonna say the name of the app. If y'all say it in the chat, that's y'all. But I'm not gonna say the name of the app. But he was in this particular room. In this room, Eckhart was having a conversation. Now, the way that this app works is you can pull people out of the audience and to the stage. Then you got the front row, what they're calling the front row. Then you got everybody else who's in the room. Okay, so one of his moderators, because you can hand off the power so you can manage the room. One of his moderators decided to go into the audience and pull up Prophet Brian Carn. Well, he pulled up Prophet Brian Carn. And this app will get your whole hand in trouble because when they pull you up to the stage, your mic will be open, and your mic will open, you don't even know it. Eckhart mic was open, and when he pulled Prophet Brian Carn up to the front, he was like, no. Oh, let me read you what was text allegedly what he said. Okay, this is what he said allegedly. Hold on. This is what he said allegedly. allegedly he said, now this, I ain't gonna say who sent me this. All right. He said, oh no, she brought him up here. I'm going to put his butt down and I'm going to remove her from moderating. Excuse me, it's 2:15 a.m. We ain't got time for this tonight. Get his butt down. Okay, that's what Apostle John Eckhart said on a hot mic inside this app as soon as Prophet Karn came up. Now, Demetrius Senegal was in the audience. Demetrius and Brian are very good friends. Now, when I met Demetrius couldn't stand Brian Karn. He talked about it all the time. Like, what did the boy do? He hated him, couldn't stand him. But then I blinked one day and I opened my eyes and they're the best of friends. So, and there's a whole history to it. A lot of people don't know the whole history, because I didn't know who Senegal was. And he called me out the blue. No, because Senegal wanted to, let me explain something about his personality so we can understand how this happened. Demetrius is one of those people to where if you over here minding your business doing what you're doing, he paying attention to what you got going on and I have 159 opinions about it. Now, if he like what you got going on, then he's going to befriend you so that there can be a working together of some kind, If he don't like what you're doing, he gonna tell you he don't like what you're doing, and then he probably is gonna get on the phone with you to talk about how what you're doing is not biblical. And anybody else that feel like him, he gonna get them on the phone so y'all can all talk to this one person who's doing something opposite of different what everybody think needs to be doing. And if he hear that you said something about this one, and this is where
Hey, JP.
do a lot alike, then he gonna get everybody on the phone to have the conversation. He just get into stuff. Let me just put it like that. He always putting his opinion and always getting involved in stuff. He was Larry Reed Live before Larry Reed Live was Larry Reed Live. Let me just put it like that. Before Larry Live was Larry Live, Senegal was Larry Live behind the scene in the green rooms at all these churches. That's just how he is. Okay, so, of course, we bumped heads. We got all right. We ain't gonna never be 100% because, well, we might be best of friends now because he basically pulled the Larry Live in this here app. Because, me, I don't talk about it unless it's public.
Yes.
And so when Eckhart talked on the hot mic and he was in the audience, he turned right around and done his own room and tagged Apostle John Eckhart in the room and talked about unmuted mics and exposed hearts. I don't even do it like that. I don't even do it like that. I don't tag the man in the one thing. So that was a Larry Live 2016. Going to operate like that no more. That was and he talking about my story of the Lord. Well, sir, you was Larry Live before Larry Live. What you done tonight was way worse than what Larry Live was. And catch my God. Okay, so that's what he did. He tagged. This is hypocritical. Remind me, I gotta say something later on. He tagged him in there and went over and started talking about him. This is hypocritical because when I started going, because everybody started making rooms and talking about what was going on. And I heard so many church people and church leaders taking up for Senegal doing what he did. But then they killed my show. It's stupid to me arguing with broke people, ain't it? So let me not do it. But anyway, and so y'all be over there, stay over there broke, and talk about my show, because I do not want to trade bank accounts with none of y'all. None of y'all for no. And y'all run in and out of these brick mortar buildings and you still ain't got no money? No. You're doing something wrong. Your business model is dumb. But anyway, so then, I know that was shady, but I meant what I said in a nice, nasty way. then he did his room, and I don't know if it's the same chick because they were telling me her name, but I don't know who this little girl is. But this girl tagged, I guess, ping Apostle John Eckhart to come over here because your name is tagged over here in this show, and tagged them, pinged them, and then brought them up to the stage. Unmuted him, and Eckhart went from a very nice white man. We did establish that, right? Apostle John Eckhart is a very nice white man. But see, ladies and gentlemen, he's not white. I had to invite him to my this. Because see, for those that don't know, I pastored for 20 years. This is right. And I had churches all over different places. And Apostle Eckhart was one of the speakers I loved to come preach to all of my churches. And I think he had done came 159 times before I realized that he was a black man. I thought he was a very nice white man. So he went from a very nice white man. There 2,746 of y'all up in the middle of the night. I don't know what y'all doing, because this time of night ain't nothing open but legs. It's 2,746 of y'all between YouTube and Facebook. I need for y'all to hit like and share so the people can see this whenever they wake back up. Or get out of that person's bed today and to go wash off all the sex droplets from the sex activities and stuff.
Y'all know Larry's
and flush the condom.
Ooh, Jesus.
Eckhart said, let me tell you this here. Now, you know I'm a recording, right? So let me say some of the things that he said. He said, I do not appreciate my name being tagged over here. You have no right. And Seneca was like, but you done it publicly. I told you it's Larry Live, or Larry Live wannabe, I don't know. He said, you done it publicly, Eckhart. So we're going to talk about it right here publicly. That's what we're going to do. Oh, and then I hope her husband don't get offended. My baby mama was in there. Dr. Yvonne came up. Well, we used to invite her to come preach, and I would just invite her to. I'm like, at least invite her to come preach so I can look at her. I'm like, preach, Yvonne. You know, because she was a deliverance preacher, you know, and she just all about love and reconciliation and deliverance. I could just see in the spirit she had on her prayer cloth. She said, this ain't right. I know this ain't my room, but this ain't right. We ain't talking about this no more. We not talking about this no more. We gonna pray. Oh, Father God. In the name of Jesus. She done all that great praying. That she finished praying. Seneca went on like, okay, that's enough of that. All right, on to the next thing. Eckhart, you said what you said. Now give answer. Corn is up here now, because then Corn got on. And let me tell y'all, this is what I told, I'm going to say the app. That app is letting you guys really get to these preachers' business. They're going to mess around. This is going to be a mess over there, I prophesy. It's going to be a mess over there. You're going to hear some preacher, you're going to hear somebody moaning and groaning. There's going to be watching porn. It's going to be something crazy. Lord have mercy, I don't think they're ready to go over there to the clubhouse. Jesus, Lamb. I wasn't going to say the app name, but that's what it is. So Karn got up there, and then he was like, he killed me when they do this. Because Karn is so sensitive. And he do all this nice, kind, almost girly approaches. I just love people. It's all about love. I just love people. But then again, the pulpit, you're going to hell. And the reason why Parker shooting happened was because God's just decadence day. I mean, and priest like he don't love nobody. But I told y'all, this boy is sensitive, and he's really a nice guy. It made me wonder, can I say he's a nice guy at the same time he's been saying some of the horrible stuff he's been saying? I don't know. most of these preachers is yin and yang, hell and heaven, holy and unholy. So he's like, oh no, I just love, oh no, sir. Oh, and he ain't gonna speak when it comes to the fathers, he's gonna deal a certain kind of way. Oh no, it just hurt me. I don't know why y'all killed me so bad. But Senegal was not having it. He was like, no, you said this. Why did you say this? And so Eckhart was like, look, now this is what I heard. Eckhart was like, look, when I saw his name pop up there, I didn't want, this is what it said initially, I'm going to say what it said at the end. I did not want his name attached and beside my name, because he got too many scandals. You got the witch thing. You got the trick of knocking stuff he's supposed to give the girl. You got this baby, that baby, all different kind of stuff that happen behind Carr's name. And I, in the public, don't want my name side his. So take him off my platform. I'm up here doing what I'm doing. So that sounds like what Genesis said. Wait a minute, did I slip that out? Did I slip that? Ain't nobody here to ask no questions. I think I slipped that one. But that's what allegedly, that's what Genesis said when Genesis was up in the car, but she left him. When Karn said, you ain't had no business standing beside that gay man and his husband taking no picture and posting your page and you up under my leadership. She was like, well, I'm up. If I ain't supposed to be up under somebody with a bad name, look at your name. And basically, that's what Eckhart said. Eckhart was the same thing. I don't want my name beside. I love it and everything, but don't put my name upside. I don't want nobody seeing my room. There are 3,043 of you watching on YouTube and Facebook. Hit like and share. We can have this conversation. And then he said, y'all out here preaching, having sex with women. I've been married to the same woman all these years. A dark-skinned, chocolate, beautiful black woman. And I have been faithful to her and ain't never cheated. My name ain't never been no scandal. Y'all out here went behind the ear, can't even keep y'all, went. Oh! I said, what? That's not no nice white man no more. He went all over here. They don't hit that button. He hissed that senator. Said, who gave you the authority? I don't agree with what you saying, Bishop Senegal. And who gave you the authority? Quiet as it's kept, Bishop Senegal feels like that he on the same level with Bishop Jakes. I'm just let y'all know. I said he may hear this and get upset and think we feuding again. But no, I'm just telling my opinion. The same thing I would say to you on the phone. I can't even call him Demetrius. He said Bishop Demetrius. I said, okay, all right. But he feel like he on the same. That was the problem that him and my spiritual father had, because he was coming at my spiritual father like he on the same level. But see, Karn is not going to do that. That's the difference between the two. And Senegal was fighting for his new friend. I'm calling it new because it's still strange to me, because the whole time I was around Senegal doing that whole pulling stuff, he couldn't stand them. You know, so I still sometimes like, what happened? This is strange to me. But so he was fighting for his friend. Oh, Lord Jesus, but I just think it's real hypocritical for you to tag this man in this live and talk about him, and then have enough nerve to say, well, because it was done in the public, it should be settled as the body of Christ. People need to see things. But y'all don't say that about my show. I don't know what in my opinion. This is my opinion. I'm gonna put this link down in here. Oh, let me put the link in Patreon. Let me see. I'm put the link in Patreon just so the patrons can come live and talk to me about it. In my opinion, and this is my opinion, when you look at it from the beginning to end, I wouldn't have done this story. And this is my job. I wouldn't have done the story. What you mean? The moment Eckhart's mic was hot and it heard what he said, because he didn't qualify what he meant by saying he didn't want Karn up there, it wasn't enough of a story to create a conversation I wanted to have. So in my opinion, Demetrius got upset and he went into a certain mode as relates to his friend. And this is what I think he did. Number one, ain't got nothing to do with Corn. Number one, I think Senegal and a whole generation of bishops and apostles and prophets around that age got a chip on their shoulder when it comes to the fathers. Now, that's just my opinion. Am I saying they're wrong for the chip or they don't have reason for the chip? I ain't said that. So don't put words in my mouth. Because there's something that they father fruckers, like I said the other night, that what's the name was, J-Mal. Because these fathers has frucked up some stuff. Yeah, they sure have. So, I think that's number one. Number two is his relationship with Brian Carnes. And he made that room out of that energy. Y'all can say what you want to say. And me and Demetrius not even feuding no more. We just don't agree on everything, but we keep it real with each other. So that's why you made the room. Just be honest about that. You made the room because number one, you already feel like these fathers. That's why you and my mentor had a problem. You already feel like these fathers try to son all of y'all and try to do y'all a certain kind of way and rebuke y'all for unholiness. And I think I heard you say this as well, Demetrius, or a group. It was a group, and one of them said, and y'all are having so much mess, I can't even remember. But one of y'all in that setting said, the fathers like to rebuke the sons for doing the same thing that the sons saw the fathers do. They just ain't teach the sons how to do it, covertly. That's what I think I heard. There's some stuff behind the old head and the young head. And that, in my opinion, is what made Senegal get up there and start that lie. That's what I think it was. Second was the relationship that he had with Coins. Yes, and that's with an S.
You can switch. You can switch the coin out with the cross.
Oh, hard! I should just so toe up.
You can switch the pendant out.
And then Kimberly
JP.
Daniels, y'all know she's in leadership.
You can put that cross. Okay.
Off-brand counties down there. Some political, them little towns you get a political seat in. She in one of them things. I had a run-in with her one time concerning Brian Carr, and I still feel like she would lie, but maybe she won't lie, and it's just my feelings, I could be wrong. But anyway, she got up there, and that was interesting because she under Apostle John Eckhart, and I know her and Carr are good friends. So I want to know how that worked because I know Matthew did. So after all of this was going down, Matthew went live and said, now I'm adding a little bit to this, but because it's just natural for me to do. I done been through this stuff. I done broke up as David with my Jonathan. He done took my church down there in Atlanta, and I'm sick of y'all. And the last thing you're going to do is take my spiritual father through some foolishness. And here you go, this is what it said. And if you bring up my spiritual father's name, you got me to deal with. And hung up. That's not Maddie, because there's a but. Touch your neighbor and say there is a but.
There's a but.
When he put them tongues up, or sometimes he uses tongues with it, and it's prophetic gift, and go and get mad and get you. That's why I nickname him Mad, because he gets mad. Oh my God! This is interesting because Kimberly Daniels, now there's Kimberly Burrell, really. But then there is Kimberly Daniels. And let me say why I put barely in her name, because my dealings with her and that confrontation, And then the statement she made about, I'm so glad I ended up a slave brought to America, be a slave. I can be in Africa still worshiping trees. There are a few things she done did, barely. All right? Some stuff she said be good. But you Kim barely. Not Kim barely. Barren. You Kim barely. Barely like I was. I just don't even know about you. But anyway, but there's a button that you hit with that Maddie, and it turns into something else. He go from, look, all of us raised in church, we flamboyant men. He go from a flamboyant Matthew Stevenson flipping his hair and preaching the gospel, go to a little lightweight street thuggy young man. And so, next thing I know, hold on, I'm getting text from a whole lot of preachers. Let me look. Oh, this sinner go to my, that's right, Bishop. He don't like me because.
Did you purchase any items?
So.
No!
That's what I think.
No, I did not, St. James. Okay, let's okay, I'm gonna put that. Let's go around there and listen. Let me pull it up. And okay, so this is JP's jewelry order. So let's go around here and let's see. Let's run back what Larry is selling. So let's go ahead and this is JP's jewelry order. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Hold on. Okay, so and we're gonna run it back. Hold on.
Find that stuff for sale. I don't understand. I thought, did you see all that stuff on my personal page? Go to my personal Facebook page and look at all of those items, and some of them are actually closed. I don't found this. Look at this. Okay, you know it's gonna take me weeks to move. So Shamako's telling me, what's the name of the business? Labels. So they're gonna take my Giuseppe, Louis, even no matter how I ain't never been. Like 3 times. The whole outfit is gone for that. Oh, well, that's like 2 or 3 just
Yes, JP, it is.
Some of you watching.
Yes, she says a lot. Yes, it's a real thing.
You've received rather a lot of these shoes going ever so long. I never held to a shoe and kept it forever. If I bought another, I gave it away. This is gonna be interesting. What's that? Brand new. If memory serves me.
Sean, that's that crossbody you said you wanted. Sean Talk said she wanted that crossbody right there.
From the store here in Atlanta. What's up for this? I don't know what that is. But if you probably just scan it with can you use it on China numbers? Keep finding that stuff for sale. I don't understand. I thought, did you see all that stuff on my personal page? Go to my personal Facebook page and look at all of those items, and some of them are actually closed. I don't found this. Look at this. Okay, you know it's gonna take me weeks to move. So Shamako's telling me.
So he has that. Let's see what else he said it was other stuff. He said it was other stuff.
Money moves. Why you use that word? You couldn't use another word? I could say that to be nemesis. Say what that? Nemesis. Wait a minute. I'm getting this one. Nemesis. What's that word? Nemesis. Nemesis. Man, what is you saying? What's going on? To give the definition of the word. It means the inescapable agent of someone or something.
Kendall, oh, bless Kendall's heart. Kendall just.
A long walk. A long step. long-standing rival. That's what nemesis means.
What they have to do with the conversation? Why you use that word? You couldn't use another word to pick.
Because it means a long-standing rival, and we were just talking about it anyway without giving the person's name away.
Why you couldn't say the long-standing rival versus nemesis? Or why you got to use rival? The long-standing person, or long friend we had a few years ago. Why you got to go with the I don't understand. Why you use that word?
Okay, so that's Larry's and Marco's relationship. Y'all like that? Y'all like that? Mbukun. Mbukun. He said Mbukun is the Yoruba means blessing. Mbukun. Okay, so y'all go get Mbukun. Okay, we went through that. We okay. So yeah. So y'all make sure y'all go get Mbukun, and then make sure y'all go over there and get some crossbodies, tennis shoes, you know, all the things, other things. So Larry is doing an estate sale, garage sale. So yeah. So he's doing that. So he's doing that. You don't want to go over there and purchase anything, JP. You don't want some tennis shoes, JP. JP, you don't want no tennis shoes. Why? You scared it's gonna have the thing on it, JP. You don't want to buy no tennis shoes or nothing. Would you feel like it's gonna have you Mbuku in there? You scared that the tennis shoes and the crossbody is gonna have the Mbuku spirit? Hey, go on over there and get you some Mbuku tennis shoes, girl. Yes, you better Mbuku. Go on over there. Go on over there and get you some Mbuku, huh? Hello, Amos Throckton. Amos Throckton. Hello, Amos Throckton. So glad you're here. Welcome. So let's see. Okay, now let's go back to this video.
I think the first thing is that father thing. The second thing is his friendship. And then Karen came out.
This video that I'm playing is from 888, and it's from 5 years ago. So what I'm playing, what y'all are hearing, is not a recent video. This video is 5 years ago, and is giving context to the friendship Demetrius Senegal and Brian Karn had before Demetrius Senegal and Brian Karn start having their own intimate relationship. So Demetrius Senegal and Brian Karn was friends. And then Demetrius Senegal and Brian Karn end up while she was married. So
that's why he came in that like week and like just a nice little nice, like a little young girl with pigtails and holding her books like that. So I don't mean to harm nobody.
Yes. So what you're hearing is when Demetrius Senegal and Brian Carn were friends. This is what, and then you think you're friends with somebody,
He was not moved
and
at
then
all. He kept
your
he
own
kept-
wife
he
and
wanted
your best friend.
him to acknowledge what he said to Carn and to apologize. And he never got it. Carn said, I'll just rather call John Eckhart. We talk offline. Because that's really how that should have happened. And I don't know if Senegal has Eckhart's number, because it seemed like that would have been the first thing he would have done first, especially if he was offended biblically. I got 2:37 a.m. now. Biblically. What is the wrong with that? Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Biblically. There you go. Biblically. I still didn't say it right. Ladies and gentlemen, right now it's still a whole mess on Clubhouse. Room after room has been created. The room that I was just in was report false prophet Bishop Senegal to Clubhouse. I said, I'm not going to support that. A guy named Laban, I remember going back and forth.
A long black and silver necklace? Yes.
Like many years ago when I first moved to Atlanta and eating, he's a very smart guy and very opinionated. I don't agree with that, because that's what folk do to me whenever I'm moving away in social media that they do not like and cannot control me on my narrative. They always want to take it there with the courts and report to YouTube, report to Facebook. I don't think we should do that. It's not that darn serious. If it's that serious, meet up with Senegal and tell him to his face. Or y'all can to the street for 5 minutes. You know, then by fall on the ground on top of each other. If Senegal get on top of you, dead. You know, I can't say that no more because Senegal done lost some weight. So Laban, and he got muscles, he might be able to pick him up a little piece. You know, if y'all want to really just go ahead, go in the room by yourself and just fight. And then after that, you're done with it. All this social media back and forward. And they're trying to shut somebody's platform down. Let's not do that. I don't think we should do that. I don't think that's good. That's good to do. Let Senegal go over there and do whatever he do. You don't like it, stay off his platform. Somebody say, yes, I'm in that room right now.
It may be a little bit too blingy for you, St. James. It may be too blingy. Is it too blingy? It may be too blingy.
Somebody said I missed what Kim was saying. Oh, let me take this invite thing and put it over there. I'm putting this in Patreon. It's one of the perks of being a Patreon. I'm put in Patreon. So if you're in Patreon and you are watching now and you want to say something, you click this link and you'll be able to come.
It's a bit too blingy.
Right now.
Okay.
And I want to hear what you got to say. You got 1 minute. Tell me your name, where you're calling from, and let me know. Come with me in StreamYard if you are watching now. All right, let me put it over there for them. All right. Here we go. All right. Okay, it's over there now. If you're in Patreon, go click that link and let's have the conversation. There's 3,276 people watching between Facebook and YouTube. I need for you all to hit like, and I need for all of you to share right now. Someone already said Larry got hold of this and it's live now. Well, you know, this is my job. And I'm going to give you the commentary. I'm going to keep it real. All right, let's see. All right, what's the name? Where you calling from? You got 1 minute. Repeat it. All right. Go to the next one. What's your name? Where you calling from? You got 1 minute.
And it's magnetic.
All right, that sounded strange.
It's magnetic.
All right, what's your name? Where you calling from? You got 1 minute.
So you can do one, but I did this so it can be longer.
All right, Iris, you here? Hey,
Can you hear me? Hey, how you doing? I guess my problem with the whole situation is that to me, cynical just comes off as a very arrogant and boisterous person to where, yeah, he knows some things, but not like fathers of the gospel. And to me, it just seems as though he just needs respect. Well, let me go back. It seems to me as though he does things to try to force the men's hand of respecting him.
Okay.
So it seems like he does things to try to make them respect him, and that's not how you do that. And so that's just an observation of him.
Okay. Fair observation. All right. Thank you, Iris.
I like it.
All right, Lady Praise, what's your name? Where you calling from? You got 1 minute. All right, Lady Praise, you disappeared. All right, Jackson, what's your name? Where you calling from? You got 1 minute.
At work. I don't want to say that.
Oh, you
Why are you calling me, Joe Montana?
All right, Deidre. Yeah, y'all don't click the link if you don't want to say anything, so I won't waste more time. Carmina Cox, what's your name? Where you calling from? 1 minute.
Huh?
I said, what's your name? Where you calling from? You got 1 minute.
My name, what are we talking about? My name is Carmina Cox.
I hate when people call in like they
I
lost.
This is gonna be the problem if I post the link over there, Patreon. Y'all
I hate when people call in like they lost.
I'm already in a conversation about something else, but we'll be live later this week. All right, Carmina.
Okay.
All right, baby.
Bye.
Slow.
Bye. Y'all really getting to look into how Patreon operates. We're like a whole family over there. We got a whole thing that goes on over there. And so they saw the link and they thinking we about to have a conversation about something. All right. All right, hey, baby. What's your name?
Hi.
You got 1 minute.
Sorry from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Why are they arguing?
Okay. Thank you, St. James.
On social media. And they're supposed to be pastors. What kind of souls are being saved during the time that they battling with each other? Are they saving souls? Is anybody being healed? Is anybody being delivered by they fighting each other?
That's what Kate Hart was saying. I mean, she was 4 weeks. Oh my God.
All right, y'all have a good night. Pastor, I thought you was on vacation.
I don't know about this. This is not joke. I'm on a beach. Bye. What up, Patriots be trying to hold me accountable. What's up, John? Where you coming from?
Durham, man. How you doing?
Durham. Outside the county.
Man, it's been crazy. These rooms are crazy. These people are crazy. Man, I mean, these people really like... The leaders are moved on, and these I don't even know.
The necklaces are 125. The necklaces are 125. Necklaces are 125. 125.
It's crazy. It wasn't. I don't think the situation was that big for it to be magnified to this extent. This is a
necklace 125.
So, do you put the responsibility on Demetrius Senegal, or is it John Eckhart for what he said on Hot Mic?
Well, according
125.
to what Cohen said with his own mouth, he said that he called them and he messaged them. So it wasn't a lot of time even for the apostle to call him back.
Yeah.
But that was quick.
They 125.
They went live super quick. Like you can at least wait till in the morning. I missed 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, you know Apostle Open A? And he had just finished the live. I was on there live. Just finished the live. It's late. You calling him after midnight, texting him after midnight. You want him to respond immediately. He don't respond. He could have given me some more time. But at the end of the day, whatever happened after the apology, after that one particular live, it was over with. And everything after that just created more problems.
So, all right.
They got these demons over here talking crazy. You got almost 3,000 demons in the room talking crazy.
Okay, I got you. All right, let's go to the next one. Thank you. All right, Hamika, where are you calling from? Unmute.
And they are magnetic.
All right, I got you. Brooklyn, what you think? You said no comment.
125.
Yeah. Okay, I got you. All right, Hamika, thank you very much. All right, let's see here. Magdalene J, what you think?
Hi, Larry. Unfortunately, I have no idea what the conversation is about. I just entered.
You ain't the first one to do it, because I put that link over there on Patreon. And I know y'all probably think I was about to talk about something else, but this is out. I'm out on the public platform, and we already having this discussion. You'll catch up if you keep watching. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Let's see who else is in there. Franklin, what you think?
How you doing, Larry? First of all, I'm gonna say this: ain't nobody safe but me. Oh, ain't nobody safe but me. I had to do that, dog. This is getting ridiculous. You didn't report them how many times? When's this to stop? Like when I'm about to catch up on it, but it's getting old because it's like high school all over again. And I thought I was crazy.
Okay, all right. I hear you, Frank. Tamara Jacobs, what you think? Unmute yourself.
I want to say good morning, and I'm from your home state of North Carolina.
Okay.
He was live? Let me go see.
Why are you tickling me already? What you think?
Let me go on KCC's page.
First of all, it's early. Ain't it?
Yes, early.
Well, let me hear what you think again first.
I think that Senegal blew this up because it was a hot mic moment, but it wasn't even that serious. And I think he just took the opportunity.
I don't see nothing on his page.
And a group of them.
I don't see nothing on his page.
And probably rightfully so. And
so
yeah, and then secondly, it was his friend he was sticking up for. And then to tag him in there and start talking like that, like his heart has been exposed, I don't think that was the right thing to do. He created drama.
Well, people that lack attention like that will create drama.
Okay.
Some, he needed some attention. He needed some love.
Okay. I hear you.
We know what type of people create drama. They'll take any little thing they can and blow it up big to make it about them and not necessarily about the issue. So he might start off talking about his friends and of course friends, but here we are. Talk about him.
Got right. Okay, thank
but
you.
That's all I got.
All right, Tamara. Now, see, these patrons, we have two separate worlds going on here. So some of the patrons probably don't know what I'm talking about, thinking I'm coming here to talk. Yeah, she had a nice voice. All right. Oh, this is a patron. What's up, patron? I know exactly who you are. Now, please tell me you was watching the live. Hello? What's going on? Oh, Lord Jesus. This is not working out good. I'm going to have to drop this link out here because I think the patrons, they're thinking I'm coming in to talk about something that's just for us exclusively, and they ain't watching that here. Latasha, you here? Have you been watching the live?
No.
You ain't. I see. I'm about to post this link.
No, I got the text message.
Okay.
Thank you for everybody that's on here. I have no intention on being on here too long, as I have to get ready to head to prayer. That's where I'm headed. I'm headed to prayer at the church here in Jacksonville, Florida. That's where we've been. We've been in prayer and intercession for the last couple of weeks, actually, 30 days, 60 days of prayer. And all this week, we've been in a time of consecration. With that being said, listen, I seem to be the talk of social media these days. I mean, on everybody's platform. Just the other day, they pulled up a video all the way from May when I had on that green suit and the way I spoke to the young lady. I think I told the young lady, don't be coming up there locking her knees. I wasn't telling her to. Anyway, whatever conclusions people came to is just absolutely amazing. And it's obvious that there are a lot of people who just don't like me. And I think maybe you should sit with yourself and say to yourself, I just don't like Prophet Karn. You have that liberty. You got to love me, though, if you want to go to heaven. But you can just say you just don't like Prophet Karn, and I'm okay with that. But it seems like everything I do is a problem. I would never do anything to intentionally offend, hurt, disappoint, do anything to cause anyone to look at the church in a bad way. I was raised in a holiness church, and I feel like we've lost a lot of people due to our harsh rules and legalism and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm doing everything I can to repair relationships. So with that being said, that happened in May. I did see that video. And I guess I did come across a bit rude and rough, but that wasn't my intention. So, but seems to be people are more offended than the young lady. So with that being said, I apologize to her if she's watching me, if she's affected. I would know. Seems like you all are more affected than she is. Secondly, I seem to be viral again because I threw the cloth, the thing. It didn't even reach him. But I was trying to get his attention because I was trying to sing a song and didn't get him. But everybody around me knows me. They know my heart. They know my intention. And a lot of people say you all would hit me. You're liars. Thomas, what you would do if you came in my service. You're liars. Thomas, it would be the last time. Just stop lying because y'all going to hell. A lot of y'all wouldn't do nothing. You don't know me. And you've never had the opportunity to play for me. So don't tell that lie. But without that being said, it's amazing how we in the church find everything to post on, but things that should be posted on. I went viral a couple of years ago concerning us still having church during COVID. And no one has reported that I was one of the churches who remained open for 2 years, still open, never shut down, had convocations with thousands of people in there. Not one person died of COVID-19. No one reports that because that's not carnal. That's not messy. That testifies to the power of God.
Yes,
and
this is old.
Nobody wants to talk about that. Of the countless people who've been healed, set free, delivered, changed, no one reports that. The cars I gave away during the pandemic, the rents I paid, no one seems to catch none of that. But we love to catch mess. So, since that's the culture we're in, I have to deal with us accordingly and recognize that we're an extremely carnal culture. With that being said, I apologize to anybody out there who I offended. People always get on me and say, Prophet Khan, what are you apologizing for? I just want to resolve anyone's need to be offended or upset with me. You all pray for me. I recognize that the call of God is on my life, and I have to be, I assume, more responsible because the world or the church or everyone who doesn't like me seems to be watching me. So I'm going to do everything in my power to attempt to be more conscious and more sensitive. With that being said, I have a clarion call tonight. I'm headed to prayer at the church, 7 o'clock. We're praying from 7 to 8, but at 9 o'clock, I have a clarion call. The number is 605-472-5209. The code is 341-333-POUND. I'll be releasing the word of the Lord for 2022. There's an underground prayer movement going on that some of you may not know about, but there's 1,000 of us every morning and every night that's praying at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. No one reports on that, do we? But there's 1,000 of us praying every morning, 6 a.m., 6 p.m.
Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, you got it? Okay, thanks. Thank you, JP.
Definitely do that. Right here, Aaron, like it looked like they were trying to set you up because that ain't even standard for them to do a policy on you for a single night of boxing. It ain't even standard. So listen, as time goes on, more and more is going to come out. Okay, more and more is going to come out. Now, moving right along from that. Okay, hold on. Let me share with y'all in here real quick. Let me see. You said, Storm, I'm laughing at what you said. You don't mess with. I don't mess with people. I mess with who mess with me. I mess with good people. I mess with real people. But I understand what this industry is and what it's about. And these people ain't your people. I have a few friends in the industry. I do. With those that know. But for the most part, I keep motherfuckers just like that. Just like that.
because so many of them be into dark and demonic shit. I don't know no other way to put it. They be straight demons. They call themselves a diva, baby. They be demons behind the scene. No, thank you. No, thank you. I want my soul. All right, move right along from there. The Perez Hilton update, baby. He didn't went to work. The website has been back posting celebrity content. Okay, he is able to speak. His family has confirmed that he's speaking. He's eating. But hey, he ain't never had a problem eating a meal. And he is trying to resume activity. He is trying to get back to his normal as much as he can. Now he's still in psychiatric care, but his website is back up and running. Okay, but here's what I will tell y'all about Perez, and we can just really talk about it. Perez had been having financial issues. The money for Perez had not been coming in the way that it did in the past. Okay? So back in the days, he was making millions. Okay? He was making millions. But you make millions, you spend millions. He got kids, he got a family he takes care of. Employees, yes. And on top of that, the medical bills piled up. The medical bills have piled up, and he's panicking. And before the situation happened where he cut himself up and all that, he was also going through financial stress. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. These people don't invest properly. It ain't even about that to a degree. Here's what people got to realize. It ain't even about what you invest. You have to figure out what standard of living that you want for yourself, and then you have to keep that amount of money coming in. So you can work a 9 to 5 and invest your money. You can save money. You can invest money in a 401k, but you can't invest what's not coming in. If I take your ability to make money, or if your business shuts down, eventually you're gonna go through your savings. Eventually you're gonna be fucked up. If it's anything, and I'm not saying I'm a money expert, but what I can tell you, if it's anything I've learned about money, is that the amount that you think you need to survive, you need like 10 times. You need like 10 times that. Like legitly. You know? So I don't judge people and their money issues no more, because what I've come to realize is that, baby, everything is expensive. Everything. And all it takes is for your ass to get sick. You have 2 to 3 bad years of business, and things can look tight. Yeah, you got to definitely live below your means. Yeah, but people don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. Now, that put aside, is he reaping what he sowed? Yeah, I'm going to keep it real. I believe so in a lot of ways, yes. And I need to write it down because I need to give y'all a members-only video and a Storm Morrow TV video, because I need to give y'all the rundown on Perez, okay? We need to talk about, I can tell y'all the real tea on Beyonce and why all these videos are surfacing. You're gonna gag. I think that's it for now. If I can think of anything else, I'll add it. But yes, so he's been going through his financial shit, and he was trying to do his best to remain relevant, and look at it like this is spiritual warfare, okay? Everything you put out into the universe, it does come back. That is the only thing that I would say that makes me very cognizant now of what I say out my mouth.
I appreciate you so very much, JP.
Business,
I
and I
appreciate
am
you
not
so
like
much.
them because they are of the dark, baby. I am of the light. But at the end of the day, I don't care who you are, what you are, or whatever. You gotta watch what you say, and most importantly, you gotta watch how you treat people. You gotta watch how you treat people. Okay? But anyway, I'm not gonna bore y'all with that. I just wanted to give y'all that update that, his website is back up and running. He ain't really got no choice. That man got bills to pay. The medical bills are piling up. And even before he got hospitalized, baby, that man was struggling financially. I'm just gonna let y'all know. He was struggling financially. He was struggling financially. Yes. Yes, he was. Okay? Moving right along from that. Now, I don't really. I'm not gonna say nothing crazy about it because I ain't got nothing to say nothing crazy about it because I do like
Yes,
Sierra.
yes. Thank you so much, JP.
But there are speculations that she is pregnant with the 5th child. Okay, they say that Russell won't stay off of her. Russell don't want to leave her alone. Okay, and just like they say that he is a simp. He say, I'm gonna simp for Sierra, I'm gonna simp for my wife, I'm gonna simp for my children, but I'm gonna get as many children, I'm gonna get as many athletes out of her as I can. I ain't mad at Russell because, hey, if that was my wife, I would be doing the same. I would be doing the same thing. Hey, if you rich and you got it like that, no announcements have been made yet, but a little birdie that another one is on the way. And then all of a sudden, when Sierra's performing, she got all this shit covering the stomach. You know what I'm saying? It's how I feel. Why is she dressed like that when it's this damn like that? We already know the tea. For the people that seeing, she wouldn't be performing. Yes, she does. This girl could be 9 months pregnant with the baby crowning, and she's still gonna give us a good old back bend. Okay? She was recently on Keke Palmer, and once again, look. Had her stomach covered up like that. So yeah, I think we already know what that means and what it is. This is what she said to Keke. Baby, this is Keke. I love me some Keke. Did I ever tell y'all I love me some Keke? I love me some Keke. I feel like in real life, and we were not entertainers. Keke from Chicago, I'm from East St. Louis. We both Illinois baby.